Mini Motorways, developed and published by the New Zealand-based studio named Dinosaur Polo Club, is a game about traffic and keeping it smooth and running. The game consists of a supply and demand mechanic, which in this case is represented by the houses and stores. Time progresses day by day in sets of weeks. Each day takes about 10 seconds, making each week take about 1 minute to pass. When you start your game, one house and one store will spawn in a random location on the map. It is then up to you as the player to make sure that roads are being properly connected between the two. The goal of the game is to last as long as possible in the ever-growing metropolis that you are in the middle of creating. But while the goal seems simple enough, the way there is all but that. Let's jump right into it. The gameplay loop runs on a timer in the form of stores. Each store has a timer in the form of a demand pin, and when it reaches full, it will start the game over countdown. When the countdown hits 0, you will, to much surprise, lose. But there's a way to avoid that, by supplying with, you guessed it, the houses. Each demand pin represents one car, and each store can hold up to 7 demand pins before initiating the countdown. Each household hosts 2 cars, which take turns going to the stores. After a couple of days have passed, the next obstacle presents itself in the form of different colored houses and stores. The game now forces you to think about actual traffic and how to best lay everything out for maximum efficiency. And it is at this point that the game gives you the tools you need to achieve this. Each Sunday you are presented with 2 packages, both containing extra road pieces, but also another random gadget. There are 4 traffic gadgets in the Mini Motorways. First off, the regular traffic light, which as in real life regulates and alters the flow of traffic. Then there is the roundabout, which allows for more efficient intersections. The most useful is the motorway, which allows you to connect point A to point B, no matter the distance, without the use of roads, and without interrupting traffic below. The last gadget modifies your regular roads, making them into tunnels or bridges when needed. Each passing of a river or dip into the mountain costs one of these gadgets. You can't lose these tools. Should you decide to remove the structure, it would simply return to your inventory, ready to be used again. These 4 tools are all there to help you make your metropolis all the more efficient. Mini Motorways embraces minimalistic design, and it really shines through in the form of the map's grid network, along with simple coloring and the design of the houses and the stores. But this wasn't Dinosaur Polo Club's first try on this concept. Turns out, prior to Mini Motorways being released, the studio had already put out a game with a similar concept, but with trains. This gave them the perfect chance to perfect their sequel, thus giving us the neat little game we all know as Mini Motorways.